I didn't have much to do this week, so I thought, do you know what? I might nip in to see the Better Way conference in Bath. I've heard that it's one of these sort of newfangled ideas where they want to get away from what the government are doing and, you know, the WHO and the WEF and the people like that. They want an alternative sort of lifestyle. And I thought, you know, that's right up my street. So I thought I'll have a nip in there and see what's going on. Well, it's run by the World Council for Health, which I know sounds a bit like the World Health Organization, but it's the complete reverse. I've got their brochure and I've just been looking at it. There's all these very nice people, very intelligent people, people who are actually on our side. You would not believe the things that are going on at the moment behind the scenes. We all think, there we are, ever so worried about 15-minute cities, digital IDs, the net zero rubbish of global warming, that medical intervention that everybody seems to have mandated into themselves and now are having a few problems. Well, fortunately, there are all these incredible people, including doctors, there's psychologists, there's all sorts of people, sovereign people, people specialists in anti-AI technology or trying to sort of work out, people who are working out the benefits or not so benefits of 5G, EMF and how to evade it and how to get yourself better and healthier, and basically food and things like that. And it's all in this brochure. Now, of course, when this goes out, I would have been there, and the whole thing will be finished, and the poor hotel will be just empty and devoid, waiting for another conference, perhaps next year. And if you missed it this year, definitely worth popping in. There's this bald bloke called Richard Vobes. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a bit of a podcaster, YouTube fanatic. He goes around doing these monologues, sometimes in the most awkward and embarrassing places. Anyway, he's run one of these panels where he's had all these amazing doctors. Let me tell you some of the people he's had. He's had Patrick Holford, don't know if you've ever heard of him. Sabine Hazam, she was on there. Christoph Ploft, he was there, all the way from Germany. Then there was Dr. Sarah Myhill. Blimey, she was very interesting, although she didn't talk about her lovely salt pipes. She does these amazing salt pipes and iodine. Worth checking her out. Then there was B-Love from Canada. Dr. Maravik Villa, who was there, live on the stage. No, she was on Zoom, all the way from the Philippines, if I remember rightly. And then she was there. I'm getting confused now, who was there and who wasn't, because just have a look round, there's so many people. Dr. Mark Cohen from New Zealand, he was there, and then Zoe Harcombe was also there, Dr. Zoe Harcombe. Lots of amazing people. And these are going on, I think these conversations are happening over the whole weekend, so I'm absolutely fascinated to see all the different aspects about it. Of course, the star of the show is Mr. Neil Oliver. Now, I've interviewed him on my channel, as you may know, but I've now met him, and he's a really nice bloke. I'm doing another panel on Sunday, and no doubt I can talk about how that goes, and I'd like to get some photographs, so I don't know if it's possible to get some photographs from the event, some official ones, perhaps, you know, showing me actually here doing it, because it's rather overwhelming, I can tell you. But one of the best things about all of this is meeting the people who've come along. Of course, there's some people who I can't meet who've come virtually and they've bought the tickets and they're watching the whole event. But it's been absolutely amazing to shake hands with those people who've been coming up, and they've been so nice. They've been saying things like, do you know what, Richard? We watch your channel, we watch and it's really helped us. And that is so humbling, I can tell you, because I just sit here, as you can see, at home doing that. No, I'm not at home today, am I? Somehow my chair has miraculously appeared here in the middle of the conference. But normally I sit at home with a camera and I'm talking to myself quite happily, whereas now there are not as many people here because they're all actually watching the massive conversations. I don't know, there's about 500 or 600 people in the hall listening to some more amazing people. But I just wanted to show you that I was actually here, and it's been amazing. And you take in so much information, and it's going to take me weeks to sort of digest it. But from your point of view, as the viewer of my channel, I've been religiously making contacts with lots of interesting people to show you what is going on behind the scenes, and that there is a better way of doing things, and that there is going to be this great rising of people who are turning their backs on the government, pushing back on the digital IDs, the central bank digital currencies, the transhumanism, the net zero, the normal going to your GP and medical and big pharma, and food, and finding alternative methods for food. This is really happening, and this is like the embryonic start of it all. And I'm really, really chuffed to be just a tiny little cog in all of this. So I hope you'll continue to watch all the reports when they come out and some of the amazing interviews that we're likely to do. In the meantime, I think I'm supposed to be on the stage doing a little bit of something or other, so I better go and do it. I'll talk to you soon. Ta-ta.